Now hit us with that intro.
Hit
us with your best Haiduka.
No, I'm not doing that.
You almost did. You were right there.
I was so close.
You were queuing up for it.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 17 of the Gravity Cancel Podcast. I'm Sergeant Spankcakes, and joining me today, as always, Rox. How you doing today,
me.
Rox? Oh, I'm
doing pretty good.
He's hitting me with a Mario.
Been playing quite a bit of Halo lately.
I've seen that, and you're doing pretty well, I think, right?
Oh yeah, about to hit Onyx.
About to hit Onyx. Is that that's not just a character in Brawlhalla? That is a
yeah, that is the max rank above Diamond in Halo.
That's the max rank above Diamond.
Yeah.
So you're about to reach the highest rank you can get.
Yeah. And then once you hit Onyx, I think there's just like an ELO number underneath Onyx.
So it's just like you just get better Onyx.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, this isn't a Halo podcast. This is a Brawlhalla podcast, and we have plenty of Brawlhalla to talk about. Let's start things off with BCX Championship 2021 just concluded, and that's actually pretty much the flavor of the whole podcast because everything they talked about, we're going to talk about.
Yeah, it's the results were both not surprising, but also surprising. And the reason I say that is because Sandstorm came in third. That was pretty shocking to me, anyway. Beat out by Java.
You choked me up just saying that Sandstorm got third. I'm looking at this filthy Mordex on my screen, and it makes me so happy to see a Mordex in third place and a Blasters legend in first place. Cody Travis pulling out first.
Not just a Blaster legend. The Blaster player, Cody Travis.
The Blaster player, Cody Travis.
So super shocking that Cody won. Still kind of shocking that you see Sandstorm in third.
Has he won the last two?
Yeah, back to back, I believe.
That's what I thought. So a little bit about this Cody Travis guy. So I'm not too familiar with his gameplay. Does he focus on blasters more than axe?
Yeah, he definitely focuses on his blasters. He's insanely good with the things. Like it's awesome to watch because you don't really get to see blasters played correctly and as intense as he plays them.
Yeah, it just goes to show you that anything is viable in this game. I mean, if he's doing it at the highest level, biggest tournament of the year, pulling out one of arguably the lowest tier weapons and winning with it, I mean, the sky's the limit, kids. Do what you want. Play who you want. Play what weapons you want. Just don't play Mordex.
Yeah, as long as you're not a Scythe player, we're good.
We won't judge it too hard.
Unfortunately, we don't get to milk it this time around because they already kind of gave us a hint at the Season 5 Battle Pass, which is going to be space-themed.
I really don't want another Scythe Battle Pass legend, but I like the theme. I like the theme a lot.
It seems like they're going to lean into, much like they did the... oh, goodness, I've already forgotten what is the name of
the Lionhearts?
Nope.
The Coat of Lions. That's the color.
Oh,
the Order of the Lion.
How have I forgotten? And it's tripped me up so much.
What are you looking for here?
The name of the association, bro.
It's the Order of the Knights of the Round Table.
Oh my God, you're just making it worse. I really hope Darren doesn't listen to this episode. Oh God, where's Diana? I'm trying to find her on the Meet the Legends. Lore, all right.
Jala.
Order of the Exalted Lion. There we go.
I was I had the Order of the Lion.
Yeah,
the normal lion, not the exalted one.
But it looks like they're going to be leaning pretty heavily into the whole Orion versus Artemis lore, which is kind of cool because we don't have much on that other than the fact that
we know it's a thing.
Artemis really hates Orion, so that is,
and we don't know why.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know why. Someone might know why. Baron probably knows why.
I do really like that the battle passes are starting to be lore based, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the just like general theme was kind of cool. I wouldn't mind those sprinkled in, but focusing on the lore gives the game depth and makes it its own thing. But having those one-off just like random themes is kind of cool too. But yeah, so they announced that the Battle Pass will be coming, Season 5 Battle Pass will be coming early 2022, and also they gave sort of a pseudo sneak peek at the new legend. Not much information other than coming in 2022, and it's a Fangwild legend of some sort, so we're getting another furry.
I thought you said Thangwild. I was like...
Fangwild.
Thangwild.
It's the ghetto Fangwild.
Yeah, so I don't know too much about Ember, but it sounds like, if I recall off the top of my head, that it's like whoever took over as the protector of the Fangwild after Ember left. Something like that. I might be talking out of my butt. I don't know.
Hey, it sounds good to me.
We'll
because,
find out.
I didn't even know Ember was the protector of Fangwild. Apparently that's a highly sought after position in the Fangwild forest. So the other exciting thing, actually, I need to check my mail because I did order a couple things from the Yeti.com. They showed off some new merch that you can get. A couple shirts. Speaking of Fangwild and furries, they got one with all the furry legends, it looks like.
The wild ones.
The wild ones. Where the wild things are.
Azuri, Mordex, Onyx, Ragadir, Mako, and Taros. It's a really cool design.
It's I like the Yetis. I don't know who the artist is, but I like their designs a lot. And then we do get a little Artemis and Orion shirt as well. The Sidekick Assist chain pin is so cool.
Yes, it is.
I love pins, and I do not have one that has like a chain on it, so it's in my shopping cart.
Okay, and I really like the little death stands. I don't even know what to call those.
They're like resin dioramas, I guess.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. One of them's got the weapon spawn and Scarlet Mordex and Valor all diving for it. Other one is Mirage doing is that the Scythe down sig?
I think it's like a combination of a couple sigs. Because like the spears come up on the spear neutral sig, and then it looks like she's doing like the Scythe down sig maybe. So the cool thing about if you order one of these items off the Yeti, you'll get the Yeti Taros code, which is a really cool skin, and not many people have it. I think it's going to become more common because I think the Yeti originally did a drop and then they sold out, and then they haven't sold anything since then. And then they're starting to release a couple more items, so you'll start to see it more, but still pretty rare.
Mm-hmm.
So the big one rocks. Patch 6.01.
Woohoo! This is
what
exciting.
are your thoughts?
So
everything about this patch is exciting, not just like the big stuff.
So I knew you, especially you're more into fighting games than I am. If there's ever been a fighting game I've really been interested in, it's Mortal Kombat. I have played Street Fighter, played it as a kid. It was definitely not good by any means. My older sister would always dunk on me, but Chun-Li has been Chun-Li, whatever, has been a childhood crush of mine. So instant purchase for that Wushang.
I think she's everyone's childhood crush that laid eyes on her in Street Fighter 2.
Oh yeah. So she was an instant purchase.
They announced the Street Fighter crossover at BCX, and then surprise, it came out 2 days later. And boy, oh boy, are there some cool things in the shop now.
I'm definitely getting the KO effect next.
Yeah, I last night I had a few adult beverages and spent a little bit too much money. I bought all 3 skins. I bought the KO effect. I bought the emote, the Satsui no Hado emote, which is like Akuma does that stance after he lands his critical art. And then I bought the Capcom U Podium, which is the bath stage from E Honda. Classic throwback. I love just like the little bits of every, like, not every Street Fighter character, but the main Street Fighter characters they just incorporated into these. I bought the Quarter Circle Ford, the Fireball animated avatar.
I knew you would.
I was about to buy the Shadaloo avatar, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I spent too much money already.
Yeah. If I hadn't already spent so much on Halo in the past couple weeks, week and a half, really, I would have bought more than the Chun-Li. Is it Chun-Li or Chun-Li?
I've always said Chun-Li. I think that's the appropriate pronunciation.
I got the game.
You're going to Google it?
I'm just going to select Chun-Li. Oh, actually, I started a match. There we go.
So, as you've kind of alluded to, you got 3 crossover skins: Ryu as Petra, Chun-Li as Wushang, and Val as Akuma, or Akuma as Val.
All 3 legends that I play.
I know.
I love it.
As soon as, I didn't even have to look at the trailer. As soon as they announced it, I knew Ryu was Petra.
Oh, 100%. Everyone had to know.
I figured Chun-Li was one of the other crossover skins, but I really had no clue whatsoever. I think she fits pretty well as Wushang.
Mm-hmm. Oh, buddy, I don't know if you've got to actually play around with her, but it's awesome. And there's just the fact that they added the voiceovers to them. And they may have announced this or said this somewhere during like a dev stream that I missed, but I am 99% sure that White Sheepy does the voice over for Chun-Li signatures. 99% sure.
Oh, really?
Pretty sure. Sounds very much like her.
We'll have to dive deep into that one and figure that one out. So here's what's kind of funny. Chun-Li and Ryu are kind of like on a... they're making the rounds. They've been featured in so many things this year, and maybe last year. It's all kind of blending together. So they're in Fortnite as skins, I assume. So we have this really weird crossover where the Walking Dead characters and Street Fighter characters are in Fortnite, and now also Brawlhalla. They are in the Power Rangers Fighting for Their Grid fighting game as guest characters. They are... What else did they have? Well, they now have Brawlhalla. They're in Magic the Gathering.
Really?
Yes, Wizards of the Coast did some like special series where they released some... I don't know if they're like... someone's gonna like completely roast me on this because I know nothing about Magic the Gathering. But they're like commanders or something like that. Commander cards or something like that in Magic the Gathering. They also did a Stranger Things crossover as well in Magic the Gathering. They're doing weird stuff over there at Wizards, man.
So here's another thing. I didn't know about that with Magic the Gathering. I was a Yu-Gi-Oh player. So I competed in Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff up until like 2015, something like that. Like I'd go to locals and regionals and stuff. I was quite the sweat when it came to Yu-Gi-Oh, but never really into Magic the Gathering. And it's one of those things where, it's like Ford and Chevy. You got to pick one. You can't like them both. So if you like Magic the Gathering, you hate Yu-Gi-Oh. If you like Yu-Gi-Oh, you hate Magic the Gathering. But I do remember maybe like a year ago they came out with a Walking Dead Magic the Gathering set.
Yeah. That's like part of the same, like, I don't know if it's like an artist set or what, but it's really cool. I don't know how Magic...
I remember the Magic the Gathering fans were very up at arms over it. Like, they were very pissed. I think like Negan was like really broken or something.
So they're tournament legal?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Wait, so... Oh my god. So... we have like this weird metaverse going on where you have Walking Dead and Street Fighter characters in 3 different multiverses, basically.
Yeah, because you may have said this already, but isn't Negan in a fighting game?
Negan and Akuma are both in Tekken.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So now you got a weird crossover with Tekken, Magic the Gathering. Things are weird, and man, post-pandemic, things are getting weird.
Yeah.
And I'm all about it. So yeah, the third one is Akuma. Akuma as Val, and I've always been an Akuma fan. I thought he was so cool as a kid, and like just his design. I was so excited to see Akuma. Not so much that it's Val, but I might dabble with Val now.
Is there a like lore behind Street Fighter or no?
Absolutely, I just don't know it.
Oh, nice. Of course, I'm asking the wrong person.
So Ryu's just trying to like be the very best and fight anyone he can, like a very Goku-like story. I don't know what Akuma's problem is, but he's like he trained under the same. So we're gonna get like Street Fighter lore in 30 seconds from someone who knows absolutely nothing. He trained under the same guy that Ryu trained under, who I think was Gen or Gen, Gen. That's actually completely wrong. I know it was someone else, but that was the first thing that came to mind. So yeah, that's how Street Fighter happened. Chun-Li. Okay, so here's what I'm kind of mad about Chun-Li, actually, now that I start thinking about it. Chun-Li's a cop, okay?
Really?
She, at one point, and I don't know if it was in a game, she had a gun at one point.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Cross would have been the skin for her. I just want Chun-Li with a Glock, man. That's all I want.
Oh my god, whatever you do not Google Chun-Li cop. It is some of the thickest artwork I have ever seen in my life.
I'll save that for later. All right. That's enough of the crossover. Yeah, so I look forward to playing with those. Cool that we finally have some voiceover in Brawlhalla, and also, like, this just opens the door for so many crossovers. Mm-hmm. And I feel like this crossover has gotten a lot more buys than the previous crossovers have.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, I haven't played much, but I've seen a lot of people throwing up Street Fighter drips and clips and all that jazz.
So other than the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one, this was the only one that I was like instant purchase. Mm-hmm. Even though I've not played Street Fighter forever, it's just like done purchasing it now.
I feel like both of those for us to some extent are nostalgia purchases. Mm-hmm. Definitely, but also they just knocked it out of the park with those two, I think. And I don't feel a draw to anything other than WWE as far as crossovers go. So I think all of my crossover purchases have been strictly nostalgia related.
See, and one thing that the reason that I'm hard stuck plat.
You're hard stuck gold.
Shut up. I'm low plat, but I probably need to stop moving my mic around on the swivel. It's probably picking up all kinds of funky noise. But
yeah, well, you're getting my cat meowing at me right now.
Nice. One of my biggest struggles is just playing too many legends, not being able to focus on one. Now I have a reason to stick with probably my best legend.
Cool. So you're gonna stick with Wu Shang and try to grind it out?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Is my highest legend level-wise.
I think you have some validity to that because I've recently gotten to a funk of not knowing who I want to main. Mm-hmm. So I've been playing Reno, I've been playing Dusk, I've been playing Lin Fei a bit, I've messed with Sidra, and my elo's dropped quite a bit. So I need to figure out what legend I want to play, and who knows, maybe I might come back around to Petra. The orbs felt nice.
Don't you dare try to take my legend away from me.
Hey, she was mine before I knew you, buddy.
Bro, she was mine the day she came out. What are you talking about?
I don't mind being the side piece. Anywho.
New game mode. Brawl
yeah.
of the Week Street Brawl. You've not got to play it yet, but it is a blast.
Yeah, I imagine there's going to be some jank stuff that people figure out, just like some sort of frame traps and like trapping people into like bouncing off the walls and stuff. It looks super fun. I can't wait to play it.
I've only played it with the Wushang crossover, and it's like gauntlets. Whenever there's no off stage and there's walls that you can collide with on the edges, bro, gauntlets, you just combo them all the way to one side, dash behind them, combo them all the way back. It's awesome. Same thing with spear, especially with Wushang's side sig.
Oh yeah, for sure, because it just probably bounces them right back into you.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Have you fought any like Greatsword Legends?
I haven't.
I feel like Greatsword would be completely ignorant in this mode.
Well, also, for anybody that watches this on YouTube, I throw it up with gameplay playing in the background, and it's going to be... I've already got like 30, 40 minutes recorded of me playing it. And you can see, I think, in like 40 minutes of recording, I only dropped one game, and I made multiple people rage quit.
Oh, I can't wait to play this. So what I'm thinking is, this is a prime tournament game mode. I don't know when, but I think we need to do like a small tournament for this game mode, and it's not going to be the prize pool that we had for Halloween Havoc, but
it's going to be tripled.
We're going all in. Cash out that 401k. I'm coming for you, baby. So yeah, I think you and I are in agreement there. I think we want to host a tournament. Probably let's do it before the end of the year. Just something small. Okay. You know, I don't care if it's 16, 24 people, whatever it is.
I'm down with that.
So mark my words, we're gonna do it. And if we don't, then Rox can pull this up and clip it and embarrass me on the subreddit or something.
Will do.
So another thing they dropped in this patch, and it's something I've wanted for a long time, but I'm not too terribly happy with how they implemented it, is a rematch function in Ranked. What are your thoughts there?
I've only been hit with one rematch request, and I absolutely stomped them into the ground.
Did you rematch?
I like it. Yeah.
And you won the second time?
Stomped him again.
Okay, so was it...
Learn his lesson.
Did you get like the normal elo, like for one game worth?
The first time I beat him, yes. Whenever it rematches, it puts you into a custom game.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that makes sense. And then, well, because it says best of 3, so you beat him there the second time, and then it kicked you out of the lobby?
No, then once the match was over, we were just setting in a custom lobby ready to select Legends again, and then I just left.
That's so awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So what I was hoping they would do with this was make it so you get elo for each win, right? The winner has to rematch the first match, right? Well, I guess if the other person wins, they have to rematch the second match. So that it's a true best of 3. But you don't make the loser suffer through another stomping if they don't want to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was what I was hoping they would do, is just make it to where, okay, winner has to, like, loser gets their chance for redemption. And if they win, now you go to the third match and, you know, duke it out, and you get, you know, twice the elo or 3 times the elo you would have if you win the set.
That would be cool if we got more elo for it.
Yeah. Not because it wouldn't be fun to force the winner in if they didn't get anything from it. But I feel like it's fair to the loser to force the winner in if the loser wants the rematch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As long as there was an elo modifier to it. But yeah, so I look forward to messing with that. There's a lot of people that I wish I could have had a rematch with without going through the inviting and, trying to emote our way, communicate through sign language to get to a lobby so that we can rematch. Not much else to write home about in the patch. Couple of bug fixes. You can check it out on brawlhalla.com/news.
Prime Gaming Bundle, don't forget about that.
Oh, yeah. So we should be getting another one soon, right? That's the Halloween one. We should be getting one for December.
Mm-hmm.
So I look forward to seeing what that is. I don't think they've spoiled that yet, have they?
I don't believe so, no.
So,
or wait, no, I think they have. I think it's Wushang.
Oh, I think I did
Monkey
see that.
Wushang.
Yeah, it is. Do I have that skin? I don't think I have that skin. I don't. Let's go. I'm 3 for 3 on not having these. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about it for the patch. So, I wanted to play a little game with you. And the game's not Brawlhalla.
Okay.
So, I'm very excited about this crossover because I think a lot of the Brawlhalla community doesn't have experience with traditional fighting games, and I think a lot of the players, especially the younger ones, could learn a lot from fighting games and how to not interact with people, but how to understand what people are thinking, if that makes sense. Because fighting games really do teach you that.
Yeah.
And conditioning people and all that. And, you see a lot of Brawlhalla, it seems like younger Brawlhalla players complaining about spammers and all this stuff. Well, that's just stuff you have to, adapt to and overcome. And that's the core of fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to do a little theory crafting game with you and say if Brawlhalla characters were in other fighting games, what character archetype would they fit into? So I have a list of archetypes. I'll describe them, and then you tell me which legend you think would best fit in that role if they were a guest in a fighting game.
Okay, so this isn't like a specific fighting game.
No, so it's not necessarily Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, but I did use examples from Street Fighter, mostly Street Fighter, just in the vein of...
Because I was going to say, I'm throwing Barraza in Mortal Kombat real quick.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm not... We should do that. Let's do that one another time. Like, if we'll pull up all these fighting games, Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur, all this stuff, and then we'll pick which legend would fit there. I'm looking for just, like, their playstyle and what playstyle either their appearance or their moveset or their weapons kind of allude to.
Okay.
So I think this first one's pretty easy. We're going to go with Shoto. And a Shoto is like a Ryu or a Ken. They're a jack of all trades. They have like a fireball attack, some sort of strong anti-air option like a Shoryuken, and some forward movement move like the Atatsu, so where they like kick, they do the helicopter kick and move forward, right? So who would you put in that position?
Would I be whenever I think jack of all trades, I want to think like most fighting games make their main character like a jack of all trades.
Right.
They're not overpowered in one regard and weak in the other. I would say Bodvar, because he's kind of the Ryu of Brawlhalla. He's in most of the promotional material. I wouldn't necessarily say he's the main character, but he's very focused on. And then if you look at his stats, I mean, all of his stats are straight across the board balanced. He's got 1 strength, 1 dex over his defense and speed, but it's almost cut right in the middle. It's 6 strength, 6 dex, 5 defense, 5 speed.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what place I would put Bodvar, because I feel like, he should be a guest if he was going to be in another fighting game. My only issue with Bodvar as a Shoto is he doesn't have a fireball or a Hadouken, like a projectile.
That's fair.
And that's like kind of core to it. So like I think if they modified Bodvar to where like he used the bear spirit and like shot it in some way, like maybe he uses his hammer and like hits the bear towards them or something. I don't know.
Or he does a weapon toss.
Does a weapon toss. Oh, that would be perfect. So his fireball is just like he throws a sword.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Because he has good anti-air options, and he does have a couple that move him forward, not like full screen. So yeah, my pick was obviously Petra because she's got all those things.
Because she's the best legend.
Because she's the best legend, right? But Bodvar, I like Bodvar. That's a good one. I hadn't considered putting him in that role specifically. And the weapon toss is a really good idea. All right, second one, Grappler. This would be like a Zangief or an Alex from Street Fighter. They're typically slower characters, but the defining characteristic is they have command grabs. So in most fighting games, you have just a regular throw, but they have like a throw that you have to input a command for, and it typically does more damage and sets you up in a better position. So who would you make a grappler?
Well, I got to think, what weapons are, the grappliest. I'm going to have to go with Core.
That's exactly what
hammer. I picked. Really? Grapple hammer and gauntlets?
And his signatures are like very grapple oriented.
Yeah. Two of the gauntlet ones, he just grabs you and throws you.
And then I could see like the down one being like an armored move where he gets like protection from a hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Core was like my no-brainer pick for grappler.
Okay.
My cat is being extremely annoying right now, and I would not put him in any video game in any crossover whatsoever. Sorry, I had to steal he was trying to chew on some sunglasses. Okay, Zoner. These are lower health characters that typically play at range and use projectiles or like a long-range normal to keep distance, and the complainers usually would label these as spammers. This would be like Dalsim or Sagat in Street Fighter.
What about like Jacko in would she be a zoner?
Jacko, she's like a subtype of a zoner. She's kind of like a minion character or a kind of like a puppet character almost. And we're actually getting to those later. So this would be someone that, like, if you're fighting a Ryu and all they do is stand back and throw fireballs, they're using like a zoning strategy. Whereas like Dalsim, he has like those like stretchy limb attacks, and then he has like fireballs. So it's like someone who wants to stay away from you and keep you at a distance. This was a hard one.
I would say Yumiko maybe.
So I thought Yumiko. I have Yumiko somewhere else, and I'm kind of leaning towards Cross on this one.
Oh yeah, because his signature, where it's the hand that travels the
hand. He has like his blasters. Kind of, they're not long range, but you could make them longer range in a fighting game. He's the only one that really kind of.
Ooh, Isaiah.
Oh, Isaiah would be a really good one. Isaiah would be a good one, and maybe Thatch to a degree.
With them cannonballs.
Cannonballs. Yeah, Isaiah. Actually, no, I like Isaiah a lot. Because you could do a lot with his little drone and his like RPGs. Yeah, let's go with Isaiah for that one. That's a good one.
He's very reminiscent of like Cassie Cage's character in the
yes.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's whenever we talked about like our crossover wishes, I was going to put Cassie Cage as Isaiah. I thought that would be a perfect one.
Ooh. That is a good one.
Rushdown characters. These characters have high speed. They have like lots of combos, really good mix-ups.
Azuri.
Yep, exactly.
Azuri.
That was my number one pick, was Azuri. I was like, there's no one else. Not that there's no one else. She makes the most sense as like a strictly rushdown character.
Yep.
That was easy.
Yeah, that was the easiest one.
Charge character. This one's difficult. So a charge character would be like Chun-Li or Guile from Street Fighter. They require a charge input for special moves. So like you hold back and then you press forward in a button, or you hold down and then press up in a button. And because of that, like they're typically blocking a lot, so they're very defense oriented. So who would fit in the charge role?
Really, the only defensive character is Yumiko, because
you
can use her orbs.
I think we're showing how unique Yumiko is.
Yeah.
So
I want to say Yumiko or Onyx, maybe.
Onyx, I could kind of see. I was thinking, and it's not like a one-for-one translation to a fighting game. Like, you'd have to change some stuff with him. But I was thinking Volkov, because he's got, like, the active input and, like, the scythe active input. So, like, you could use that to, like, as a charge mechanic.
Okay.
I don't know how it would work, but he was the only one that really struck out to me.
Okay, yeah, we could use Volkov. That makes sense.
He just seems like a character. I don't like charge characters, and I don't like Volkov, so he seems like a charge character.
Perfect.
All right, this one was another no-brainer for me. The big body archetype. They're big and slow. They have high health. They typically have armored moves, and they have like big, hard-hitting moves. This would be like Abigail or Birdie in Street Fighter.
Either Zol or Onyx.
Oh man, I didn't go with either of those. Zol was up there for me, but his defense is actually really low.
Who'd you pick then?
Magyar.
See, I was staring at Magyar. That was the first person I thought of, and then I was like, he said no brainer. I bet it's Zol.
Unfortunately, Magyar doesn't really hit hard necessarily, but I just feel like Magyar would just be this huge character on screen and, like, you know, take up a third of the screen and just come at you, and you would just fear for your life until you realize that you can hit him really fast and run away, and he's no issue.
Absolutely. Do you hear that motorcycle that just went by?
Siren?
No, it's like a crotch rocket just drove by my house.
It seems like they always drive by when we're recording.
I know, going 90 miles an hour in a 45.
Okay, so we got 3 more here. Puppet character. This one was a kind of tough one at first, and then I think I got the perfect pick. So this is a character that controls the character itself and then some form of secondary character.
This is the easiest no-brainer ever. It's Jiro.
Oh, I didn't even think about Jiro.
He's got all of his little shadow ninjas.
Yeah, okay. No, that's cool. But he doesn't, like, have the Shadow Ninja out at this... Oh, he does. Yeah, he does. Never mind. Jiro would be cool as, a puppet character. So the examples that I had for that were Minot. She controls, like, a little orb. And then Keiko from Pocket Rumble, she controls, like, a cat. So you control both characters at the same time.
There's a character like that in Guilty Gear, isn't there?
Yes. Venom. No, yeah, Venom. No, not Venom. Why is Venom coming to mind? God, you're embarrassing me. What's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't find it. Oh, there's this new character coming out that's really cool called Happy Chaos. If you have a draw, he shoots the timer. He like breaks the third wall and shoots the timer. Super cool. Funny. It's a Zato 1. That's who it was. He controls the shadow.
Yep, that's the guy.
Man, why couldn't I think of Zato? Because he sucks.
So who did you have picked as a puppet character?
I had Reno, actually.
That's just you fanboying for Reno, bro.
It's me fanboying a little bit, but there's some like lore behind his orb. I can't remember what it does, but it seemed like something that he kind of controls to a degree. Maybe I'm out of line there, right?
No, you're really out of line, Derry.
What does he do?
As a Leonard Ketty reference.
It's his robot companion Orbot.
Ah.
Yeah. So I think Reno, and like he controls his orb and like can like send it out, and then like it does like an attack of some sort. Like maybe it does like the down signature or something.
I don't know. I feel like Jiro kind of knocked that out of the park.
Yeah, I didn't even want to say Reno after you said Jiro. All right, here was my easy pick. Trap character. They're similar to zoners, but they set some sort of trap that controls space or makes moves safe.
Yumiko.
Yeah, Yumiko, of course, and to a lesser degree, Zol.
Okay, yeah, because he throws out the bear traps.
Throws out the bear traps. He has like the down sig on cannon that really denies you that space in front of him. Yeah, Yumiko was the no-brainer on that. And then the last one, I'm at a loss for this one, so you're gonna have to help me. A stance character, and it's a character that has multiple stances that they can switch to depending on the scenario. So like if they're fighting from range, they'll fight from one stance, Whereas if they're fighting close, they'll fight at a different stance. And they each one they have like 2 different movesets, and they kind of complement each other in some way. So before we go into a specific character, I think if a Brawlhalla character wasn't a fighting game, a stance character would be perfect because they could have 2 different stances for each weapon, 1 stance for each weapon.
Well, let me ask you this: what do you think the longest range weapon is in Brawlhalla?
The longest range is probably cannon.
Like lance or bow. Well, I was thinking lance or bow.
I guess cannon gets you close, but it has long range attacks.
Yeah. What's the shortest
bow? Yeah,
range?
let's go with
Gauntlets?
Bow and shortest range, probably gauntlets.
No, Qatar probably. Wouldn't you think?
Qatar's sidelight is similar to the downlight range on Gauntlet.
Well, this does kind of work knowing Brawlhalla, but if you were shown Ember and saw that she had a bow and these little hand daggers,
she would be like kind of stance like she could have a third stance on the wolf.
Ooh.
That would be sick.
Yep, we figured it out.
Yep. All right, Ember. So she has a stance for bow. She has a stance for. I think the Qatar or the bow stance would be combined with the wolf of some sort.
Yeah.
And then you have like a Qatar stance when you're up close and you want to like really, really get into the nitty gritty and fight someone.
Man, this was easy. We should do this more often.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I like that. So that's all I had. I think next time, not next podcast necessarily, but next time we pick specific fighting games or specific other games. It doesn't have to be just fighting games. And we come up with legends that would go in that game. We kind of already did that where we did the crossovers, but it was we picked a legend and put them in a game. Now let's pick a game and put them in a legend, or put a legend in them.
Okay, I'm down with that.
I like it. All right. Well, I think we had a timer of 35 to 40 minutes. We're just over that. Rox, what do you got to take us out of here?
A couple quick things. This is episode 17. We got 18, 19 coming out shortly thereafter. We have kind of fallen off the face of the earth the past couple weeks, but we did just come out with, and oh my goodness, it is hot garbage in the best possible way.
Possible.
Gravity Cancel Showdowns week 10, 11, 12, and 13 all combined into one.
It was something.
It was something. You ever watch a movie that was so bad that it was good? Well, that's exactly what this is. So if you've not been watching our showdowns, A, what the heck's wrong with you? B, go watch all of them.
Don't start with that episode.
Don't start with that episode. But they're a blast. They're an absolute blast. Editing and recording, not so much.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to come up with another showdown-esque show after this.
Yeah, we'll figure something out, I'm sure.
For sure.
But we're also at 38 subscribers, so if you're not subscribed,
hook us up.
What the heck's wrong with you?
Give us the homie hook up.
But yeah, check those out. And like I was mentioning, we're getting close to another
guest episode is what you were looking for.
Yeah, guest episode. I was going to say multiple of 5. No, that's not the word.
Guest episode.
Yeah. We're about to hit 20, which is going to be another guest episode. So if you have any idea who you might want as a guest, we can start begging people to get on our podcast. It gets like 50 listens per episode. So
that would be awesome. If you have any ideas for us, we would greatly appreciate it. We've had 3 great ones.
Oh, yeah. We've had Slosh, one of the devs. We had probably the biggest name in the community when it comes to just being known. Good old Barendipitous. And then, of course, we had another content creator that is very technical. It has some of the most useful YouTube videos out there.
Oh, yeah. If you want to learn something in 5 minutes about your character, go watch Cobalt's videos.
100%. So really, we really need to get a pro player, maybe like a community artist. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
A subreddit mod.
A subreddit mod.
I don't know.
Lover lady.
We'll figure something out. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to another fun episode of the Gravity Cancel Podcast. Be sure to check out Showdowns, as Rox had alluded to, and we will catch you next time. Peace.
Peace. I'm sorry. Peace. Piss. Is that better?